it all started, you fussing with 3 guys. Nigga, pride in the way, but your pride is the way you can fuck around, get shot, die in a day. Niggas die every day, all up for bullshit. Dope money, dice game, ordinary hood shit. Could this be cause of hip-hop music? Or did the ones with the good sense not use it? Usually, niggas don't know what to do when they're back against the wall, so they just start shooting. For red or for blue or for blow, I guess. From Bankhead up to your project. Hey, no more stress, now I'm straight. Now I get it, now I take time to think before I make mistakes, just for my family's sake. That part of me left yesterday, the heart of me is strong today. No regrets, I'm blessed to say the old me dead and gone away.
Oh, I've been traveling on this road too long, just trying to find my way back home. The old me is dead and gone, and oh, I've been traveling on this road.
Welcome to the call, people. What's happening? Those on IG Live, what's happening? What's up? Those online, those on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. How we doing today, guys? Little thumbs up. You all ready to get started? Let's go. Let's go. So look at whether you're a newcomer, whether you're those watching the recordings, those of you just jumping on the line. You know, today we're going to be talking about building the women team, the power of collaboration, right? What's up, Mitchell? Hey, Coach. Love seeing. I love the energy too, Mitchell. You give me the energy though. These calls are defined. What I'm going to do today, we always talk about it the same way. These calls are meant to define the game you want to play, how to truly get started, how to truly win the thing called life, right? That's what they're about. And so my intention always is and always will be just to get your ass up, just to get you moving, just to get you moving. And the intention is that I can help you anyway by showing you what I continue to do, whether it's you, Gabby, whether it's you, Mariel, whether it's you, Vinny, whether it's you, Renee, whether it's you, Mohit, whether it's you, Linda, whether it's you, Bob, what's up, whether it's you, Coach. You know, my intention in every single time is just to get you to move, get you to take action. So this applies whether you're a dentist. This applies whether you're an entrepreneur. This applies whether you're a young person just trying to figure yourself out. This applies whether you're stuck. This applies no matter what it is. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're just any sort of business owner, if you're a mom, if you're a parent, all these strategies apply to you. If you're a kid watching this video, it applies. And so the reason why I do this, the Growing with Degrassi calls, is that my hope is that you just start implementing these tricks you do in your life. Whether it's you, Mohit, whether it's you, Vinny, whether it's you, Gabby, whether it's you, Coach, whether it's you, Mitchell, right? And whether it's you, Aman, no matter who it is, I just hope that you take some of these tips and tricks and you start implementing them in your life now. Because what are we waiting for? Time. We don't have time. The one thing we'd always say, I heard this thing at one point that says, hey, if I gave you $1 million, right, would you smile tomorrow? And everyone, of course, would say yes. But if I gave you $10 million, would you also smile tomorrow? And of course, everybody says yes. But if I said, if I gave you that $10 million, but you had to die tomorrow, would you take it? Everyone usually says no. So what does that mean? Your time is more valuable than any money. So what you do with your time, what you do on this earth is what matters the most, right? Thumbs up if you're tracking that, right? So how we behave every single day, a heart on IG Live, how we do things every single day is the most important thing you can even imagine, how we utilize our time. Right. And so if you don't know me, I'm Dr. Bobby Grassi, born and raised in Flint, Michigan, from a single mom raising 3 kids. I know what it's like to grind out. I know what it's like to have to wake up every day. I know what it's like to push yourself to the limit and try to accomplish the things you want to do in this life. I know what it's like to run 4 or 5 businesses. I know what it's like to start at 0 and work your way up. I also know what it's like to have way up here and fall all the way back down. So if you're any one of those people in those categories and you just want to learn how it is in life, let's jump on this call today. Let me tell you, John, what's up, John Smith on the call? What's happening, Brady? What's up, Guy? Good seeing you, man. So these calls are about the power of collaboration. That's how do you build a winning team, right? The power of collaboration. And whether it's in business, you know, I talk about the power and the significance of building that winning team and the transformative power of collaboration. And we all know this. You know, this is going to draw from just my personal experiences, you know, if you will, from me being from an 8-year-old bat boy, from me being a business owner, from me being a father, from me being, you know, running multiple businesses, drawing upon my personal experiences, whether it's in baseball, the lessons of teamwork, the importance of extending beyond baseball and the dentistry and business, how all these life lessons have taught me to where I'm at today. And so these examples and insights, we're going to uncover the strategies and key lessons that drive winning teams and foster the collaborative culture. So to me, the most important thing is, how do you build that winning team? Number one, what is the importance of team building? I didn't know. I learned this lesson early on in my life, the importance of team. I was an 8-year-old bat boy on a really good baseball team. It was my grandpa's baseball team, Centellian Grassi at the time, which later turned into Grassi. But as an 8-year-old bat boy, I witnessed the value of the winning team. How everybody that was winning, when teams were winning, they were kind of synergistic. They worked hand in hand. Thumbs up if you understand what I'm talking about right now. A heart if you understand what I'm talking about. How, when you see winning teams, whether they're world champion teams or whether they're teams that are always seem to be on the same page, if you were a step ahead of other people, right? They are the people that that are building winning cultures, winning teams. And so the importance and collaboration of building a winning team is the utmost important if you're running a business, even if you're in family, because each individual's contribution is what's going to lead you to your success. And they all play a key role. And the funny thing is even in family, we underestimate the power of collaboration of the winning team. We know what it's like, even as family, if we're not all on the same page. But we also know what it's like when we are on the same page and how beautiful it can be. We also know we understand the synchronicity and how beautiful things can be. Christine, thanks for joining the call. Andreas, thanks for joining the call. But we understand how the power, truly the power, of that winning culture. And so as an 8-year-old bat boy, when I did this, I could see these teams were thriving. And I knew I wanted to be a part of that culture. I knew that if I ever created something, the importance of that. And that's why you have these communities in life. That's why you have these surroundings, whether people go to church or whether they find these things, they surround themselves with a team that can raise them up, because not one person can do it alone. It's the power of collaboration. It's the power of building that winning team that ultimately grows your success. And if you don't have that winning team, we know dysfunctionalness. So this early exposure to teamwork in baseball when I was an 8-year-old boy, when I saw it happen, it ignited my passion. It ignited the fire within me. And we talked about that last week, ignited the fire within. That is what ignited the passion and fire with me to keep going on. So really, what was the lessons? Another lesson I learned in baseball. Baseball showcases, it showcased me how when people work together, right? When you can, whether you're an infielder or whether you're trying to create a double play, right? If you don't know baseball, guys, I'm just going to use a shortstop and second baseman. When you're doing that double play relay or the iconic double play, it exemplifies this teamwork, demonstrating how coordinating efforts and trust can achieve remarkable results. And you're like, how did you learn that from baseball, right? Because you all have to know what the other person is doing at the time they're doing it, at a pace they're doing it, to accomplish that double play. And that's what I love about sports. That's what I love about baseball. That's what I love about life, is that you really need other people to accomplish great things. And so you're never in this alone. That's why you're on these calls. You're never in this alone. You're not doing these things alone. You need a power of collaboration. You need a team to always raise you up. It's the people that try to do it by themselves that fail. It's the people that don't rely on others to lift them up. Right? I know even my times when I get stressed out, if you're on this call, you're like, man, sometimes you try to do life alone and it's just chaotic and it gets stressful. Thumbs up if you ever feel that. Thumbs up if you ever try to do things alone in life and you realize how stressful and tough it can be, John. Thumbs up if you ever experienced that, Christine. Thumbs up if you ever experienced that, Amy, right? Right. So, and hearts on IG. When you try to do stuff alone, it can be heavy. And I did something yesterday. I can remember, this was just yesterday, in my life yesterday. I remember talking to my wife going, oh my God, I'm going insane. I got 35 different things. And I try to take all this stuff on me sometimes. And we all feel the weight of the world is on our shoulders. And we don't rely on our teammates, if you will, whether it's your wife, whether it's your kids, whether it's your business partners, whether it's your friends, whether it's your colleagues, no matter what, we don't rely on other people who's truly on our team to take some of the burden off. And we try to do it because we think we're inconveniencing each other. But just like that double play, you need that teamwork to accomplish your goals. So sometimes let go of some of your stuff. That was a lesson just in baseball. That was just a lesson from baseball. And then how did I translate teamwork into dentistry? How did you do that? I realized that collaboration in dentistry ensures seamless patient care and improved outcomes, right? So in dentistry, I knew I had to create the team. And so if you're a business owner on the call, if you're just someone looking to find your niche, if you will, find what you want, I would always say build that team first. First of all, we talked about chapter 1 was igniting the passion within. Secondly is build that team. And I'm going to tell you a hack that I realized a long time ago. One of the greatest hires I ever probably did when I was a dentist is hire the gentleman. I'll leave his name out for privacy reasons, but he worked at Tropical Smoothie. right? I mean, he had an amazing customer service. And for 3 years, I tried to recruit this guy in dentistry to hey, dude, you'd be phenomenal. You'd be phenomenal. You'd be phenomenal. And he knew nothing about dentistry. And he kept saying, but I don't know anything about dentistry. I really don't know anything about dentistry. And so I kept harping on him. And finally, I convinced him. I mean, maybe I was the best salesman in the world or what. I finally convinced him to come to dentistry. And now it's forever changed my life. And hopefully it's changed his life for the better. But it was you hire talent. You hire chemistry, you hire personalities, you hire things that fit within your culture. You can teach anybody a skill. Yeah, he is a rock star. Thanks, John. You know what I'm talking about. You can teach anybody a skill. That's the mistake we make. We really think that we have to surround ourselves with teammates that have already been there. Now, certain things in dentistry, of course, you need to be a hygienist. I got to hire a hygienist. I can't train you to be a hygienist unless you go to schooling. But I'm talking about just building a team around you. You want to build, maybe not always the most talented. You want to build people around you that will help you maximize your potential and their potential. It's a synergistic approach. Just like when the New England Patriots won Super Bowls, they weren't the most talented team, right? Individually, but power in numbers was amazing, right? So, you know, when you have, even in dentistry, I realized when I had complex cases, right? I need, whether you need multiple people, I needed to collaborate to grow and build my practice, whether it's in orthodontics, no matter what it was. So when you think of building a team, I would always encourage you, who works with you? Who is your yin and your yang? Who allows you to be the best you? Who do you surround yourself with? Even if you're not in business and you're trying to figure out what team do I want to be a part of? And be careful who you hang around with, because you become them. You are the product of your environment. So the power of collaboration can also be your demise. You need to find the right people. But from a business perspective, you know, we talked about dentistry. In business, collaboration is essential for innovation and productivity. So when you have the power of collaboration, when you surround yourself, you know, when you can have a cross-functional team bringing diverse expertise and generate innovative ideas to drive success, that's when you hit the magic button. I didn't grow my dental practice because Dr. Grassi was great. That is not what happened. I didn't grow a business because I was the best thing since sliced bread. As a matter of fact, I'll bet you if I tell my team, I'm far from it, right? I'm just the guy who pushes and drives. It wasn't until I started investing in them, try to create a power within them, try to coming, you know, and sometimes you lose this, trying to build them up and make them better versions, that my practice grew. So because once I started, they realized it was something bigger. And in business, I'll tell you this, if you're running a strategy in business, even in personal, make sure you serve others before you serve yourself. It's when we serve ourselves first is when we fail. Because you're going to get a team to rally around you as a leader when you realize that your needs are second to theirs. When you know that you want to make them better than you are. Right. And sometimes we all get lost in this. I'm guilty as it is charged. But when it comes to my family life, my personal life, and things like that, it is when I can serve others. That's when the power of collaboration comes in. Because number 5, you get the power of trust and effective communication. How many of us, how do you gain trust, right? Just thumbs up, guys, if this is tracking. I know I'm talking fast. I'm trying to fit so much content in there. Give me a heart on IG if this is tracking with you guys, right? Renee, this tracking with you. Linda, is this tracking with you? John, Coach Epic. I love that name, Coach Epic, because he's epic, right? I love that. You know, good. Andreas, I'm glad this is tracking, right? So when we talk about the power of trust and effective communication, right? Trust and effective communication are the fundamental to successful collaboration. It is that trust. And I always say, you know, you get trust by producing results, right? You get trust by generating results, or saying you're going to do what you want to do, or saying you're going to do and you do it, right? That's how you trust people. They know they can count on you. Right? Trust isn't, and also when do you break the trust? When you don't live up to your word, when you're out of integrity. In baseball, like something like baseball, we talk about baseball, that trust is built in practice and shared experiences and knowing that you're going to be there when you want. Going back to that double play example, Mitchell Gunn, is that knowing that when if I'm a shortstop, I'm grounding the ball, I trust that my second baseman is going to be there. Right? I trust that they're gonna make the call. So I have to rely on other people to finish the job, if you will. And that's what I love about baseball. And dentistry is no different. Business is no different. You can set the ball on the tee. Somebody might have to swing the bat. You can set the ball on the tee, but somebody's gonna have to finish and hit the ball. Right? So I can set people up for success. People can set me up for success. but it's up for me and the trust that they're going to do what they say they're going to do. That's what his business is going to grow. I know John Smith, who's on the call right now. I just saw John was on the call. He runs a travel agency, or at least he did. He had to trust that when he put this travel in the itinerary, if you will, that Delta Airlines is going to do their job, that the hotel is going to do their job, and that once his client gets there, that he's going to create this experience. He needs to put a lot of trust in things. So it takes multiple people to have a successful outcome, not just you. That's why I always say never live life alone. Build that team, build that winning team. And once you do that, never let go. Keep building in them, keep investing in them, because they're going to stay with you forever. Right? In dentistry and business and baseball, it's that consistent communication that's going to give you the multiple respect and cultivate that trust. It's when you stop communicating. It's when you stop, and trust me, I struggle with this even in my practice to this day. It's the lack of communication that people lose trust. It's the lack of informing that the barrier breaks down. It's the lack of knowing that somebody's going to finish what they say is where you lose everything, right? And then ultimately, number 6, you got to leverage individual strengths. You need to leverage their strengths for the collective success. No different than baseball. Collaboration thrives when team members leverage each other's strengths. Like, I was a pitcher by trade in baseball. I could not, at a high level, I couldn't hit. Low level, fine, I could hit. But it required me to pitch the ball and rely on my catcher to catch it. It required that once I threw the ball, and this is where Mitchell, I was a pitcher, and Mitchell Gunn, by the way, on IG Live was a catcher. So I love this collaboration. But I needed to trust that if he gave me a sign, he had to trust I was going to execute the pitch. Right. And so baseball does teach trust. There is not things, whether you're the best baseball player in the world, Miguel Cabrera at one time, or Mike Trout, or Shohei Ohtani, whoever your favorite baseball player is, right? They can't win it alone. They require on a team to get them up to the promised land. That's why sports and lessons, and you hear me talking about baseball, how important it really is to capitalize on each other's skills. When I'm a pitcher, I got to throw the ball. I got to throw it. And if they hit it, I got to trust that my fielders are going to be in the right position. Now I can guide them. I can tell them what pitch is coming, and we can communicate through signs. But it's that communication in that producing the results that ultimately we trust each other. They know, my catcher knows if he says a fastball away, I throw the fastball away. If I keep hitting my spots, he's going to keep calling. Thumbs up, guys. If I'm not losing with the baseball analogy, right? Business is no different in trust. You got to trust that when you want somebody to execute a game plan in business, they're going to do it. You got to trust that if your family, if you say, hey, I need you to clean the dishes, you must trust that they're going to do what they say they're going to do. And it's if they do that, that's when they capitalize that. But it's also using each individual's strengths, capitalizing on the strengths that each person has. Like maybe I'm not good at communicating treatment plans, right? And maybe as a dentist, I realize, Tom, I'm not good. I realize, John, maybe I'm not that good. I don't believe that's the case, but let's just say that's the case for a sense of this argument. But if I had somebody that was really good at communicating treatment plans, if I had somebody that was really good at showing people how they can do it, then I'm going to leverage their strength to do it. I'm a bottom line person. I'm not a detail person. If I had to do some research in a project or whatever it might be, I might lean on somebody else in my office to figure out the details of what I want. If you're not good, John, if you're not good at marketing, or if you're not good in whatever it is, you're going to rely on somebody else's strengths and collaborate with the team to finish your marketing. Right? If you're not good at managing your kids at home and you don't know how to really talk to them, maybe you're not the one to do that. Maybe you have my version is my wife, because God knows I have a different mindset than my wife is, but maybe I rely on her strengths to help us through that process, right? Thumbs up or heart if this is tracking. So recognize that when you use individual skills, that's what's going to lead to the enhanced performance and the adaptability in both your business life and your personal life. I say dentistry and business, but because I'm a dentist, but that's what's going to lead us. So when you create that culture of collaboration, right? Number 7, creating that culture of collaboration. The collaborative culture encourages an open dialogue. It fosters support, and it recognizes teamwork, right? So these environments will promote innovation and employee engagement and driving collective success. So it's that creating that culture, trusting that, encouraging others to have an open dialogue, having that. I always say that, they always say, you basically work with your team sport, whether it's your baseball team or your business team, You probably see them more than your family. So why would you want to have an open dialogue? People say they want honesty until you say the facts, right? Then they get all upset. But foster that support. Recognize how important teamwork is. I can tell you right now, when my team in dentistry is on point, we are unstoppable. When my family life is in perfect balance, we are unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. I don't think you understand the power of teamwork. Like, thumbs up, guys, if you've ever been in the situation where you felt like things were just, you were by yourself in a heart, and you realize that it was just you were just off. You felt kind of like the balance was off. There wasn't that team that was surrounding you. You ever felt that way with a thumbs up or a heart on IG? Exactly. So what about when it came together? The excitement and the passion and how amazing it was and how innovative and creative and more engaged you were, if you will, by all that coming together. That's because you create that culture of winning and success. And that's what grows businesses. That's what grows family. That's what grows relationship. That's what grows the power that's within you. That's what's encouraging by just being honest, truthful. Because it always said in the Bible, the truth shall set you free, right? Right? The truth will set you free. So promote that open dialogue. Promote. When you do that, it's going to just give you better support, and it's going to recognize your teamwork. And then honestly, I do a bad job of this. I don't sometimes recognize the greatness of my team, right? I don't do that. And I'm saying this on Growing with Grassi because I think we all have to sometimes say, man, we're great. And we can do better, right? But always try to improve. Every single day you need to try to improve. So when you incorporate the collaboration of the business strategy, that's when it's money. Because collaboration should be an ongoing process, always integrating in your business strategies every single day. Like you can say, how do you improve this process? No different in dentistry. Like, how do you improve this process? If you're in baseball and you're trying to turn the double play, you're always trying to get better and more efficient. It's when we stop trying to improve, when we stop trying to become more efficient, when we stop integrating different business strategies. Maybe in this world, we talk about AI, right? When you stop doing new tools to make you better, that's when you don't grow, right? That's when and that's one of the 6 human needs is growth and significance. Encouraging cross-functional team, knowledge and sharing, that is what's going to create the innovation and informed decision-making. That's what's going to get you to be money in that sweet spot. So it's that power of collaboration. It's that power of team building. It's that power of everything. That is the cornerstone to building the winning teams, whether it's in baseball, dentistry, and in business. Whether it's in my crumble cookie businesses, whether it's in the dentist CEO business, whether it's with these phone calls, it is that collaboration in the power that's within the confines of all the talent you have on your team, utilizing everybody's strengths, utilizing that what they have is a workable force, knowing that whether they're in a dental assistant, a hygienist, a front desk person, a dentist, a specialist, that collaboration is what gives the power. Whether it's your little kids at home or your friends or foes that have this information that you work as one unit, that's the power. The power is the power in numbers. They said that before. You have power in numbers. And when you can create a collaboration team that's a successful winning team that has a culture that's unstoppable, you'll be an immutable force. Immovable force, sorry. Well, easy for me to say. So effective communication, trust, leveraging the strengths, nurturing a collaborating culture, that's what's going to lead to your remarkable success. And that's what's going to lead to lasting impact in all your fields that you're in. So when you embrace this collaboration, it's going to unlock the true potential for every individual and organization to provide a competitive advantage in sports, dentistry, and business, period. Hard stop. Collaboration is the crucial enhancing performance indicator. It will foster innovation. It'll create a positive work environment. Who doesn't want that? It'll enable efficient problem-solving skills, build trust among team members, and drive personal growth beyond belief. When you embrace collaboration, it's going to give you the competitive advantage. It's going to lead to remarkable success and a lasting impact in all your fields. Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want to have that happen? Guys, what I want to know is I would love to know at the info at the dentist CEO, the team you want to surround yourself with, how you can actually empower to create the power of collaboration, what you can do to create a team around you that's going to help catapult your power, to allow you to get the best possible potential as it is. If it's my team, the dentist CEO team, sure, email me. Say, I want you a part of the team, Dr. G. You know, when you do that, you know, we know that you're unstoppable. It is a team that rises, not an individual. Even Jesus needed a team of disciples to surround to pass his word. You need a team. You need a team, and it's the power of that collaboration and the power of that team that's going to actually set you to the next level. When you realize life is not just about you, it's not me, it's about we, and you're committed to the power of the team, you'll be an unstoppable force. But also understand your role on your team. And hey guys, just with the hearts or thumbs up, maybe just today, you know, did this call rise something in you? Did this call make a difference? Did this call ignite maybe a passion or a fuel within you? Thank you so much. So when these calls make a positive difference, tell me even at the info at the dentist CO what positive change it might be making. Tell me anything. Give me any feedback. So because come next week, guys, we're going to talk about the strategic game planning and aligning the vision and execution. Now, I use baseball. I use sport analogies. I use it all. But at the end of the day is how can you create a strategic game plan and align your vision to get the execution you want, whether it's in business, baseball, sports, and life. So guys, thank you as the bottom of my heart. Thank you once again for showing up. Thank you for showing up every Tuesday. I cannot wait to see you next Tuesday. Much love. You guys have a blessed rest of your day, and let's go conquer this thing we call life. We'll talk soon. Have a wonderful day.